Aliri, one guy is dead. His head blew off.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
The guy in our image here, who's your head is his head, and you're in the air
Oh,
right now, and I'm in the little basket.
yeah.
But I think the head ends up landing in the basket, so that's pretty cool.
I don't remember, but that's cool. Oh, it does.
Aliri,
Yeah, I
this
just
is
saw it.
Chainsaw Man chapter 200. That's a big number, a big round number.
Yep.
But nothing
With a
happened
great
this
title.
chapter.
I was hoping you would say the title here, but the
Toxic
title
couple.
is chapter 200. Yeah, toxic couple. Well done.
God,
Very
you're
cool.
so slow today. There's more to it than
Uh-huh.
that too.
Yeah, there's by Tatsuki Fujimoto, translation by Amanda Haley, and lettering by Sabrina.
Oh,
Heath.
they lasted another week, Aliri. I'm so relieved. I'm wiping my brow
Yeah,
right
thank
now.
God.
The sweat
The real
is
question
gone.
is like, when it's part 3, are they going to be involved in part 3? That's the real question.
We've already
We'll see.
asked that question a bunch. Don't act like it's new. I ask that every other week, and also I'll bring up
Hey,
with
we
that
get
when.
new
What?
viewers every week. Okay.
No,
They have no idea about our lore.
you didn't know that. You were saying it like you didn't remember. But also remember when I read Goodbye Yuri, and I think Amanda was there, but Sabrina wasn't. So that was a big deal, Yuri. But we brought that up some weeks ago. Now, let's hope we're not bringing anything up next week, but let's not spoil my favorite part of our chapter review every time, is when I find out if I get the week off or not. Now, Leary, this truly was a nothing chapter.
This was a half Asa chapter. So I like Asa, so the more Asa we get, the better, I guess. But yeah, it was good.
Leary doing damage control for this terrible series. Isn't it funny how whenever you think of Chainsaw Man, you only think of the great part 1 moments?
It's just not true, right? I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I remember the most exciting thing about this chapter, Leary, but I'm going to wait until we get to it, and you're going to apologize to me, and you will like it. That was an epic CM Punk
We'll see.
Leary. Now, Leary, there's a sunset. Sunsets are depressing, agree?
It depends. Sometimes it can be exciting because it's like, oh, after sunset I have a party. But like most of the time, yeah, it's like, oh, the day's ending.
It doesn't matter what comes next, just in the moment they suck, okay? And Isa agrees, Leary, so she points her little finger here and she says bang.
Yep.
But nothing happens.
Well, she destroys the sun.
No.
Crazy.
The sun just continues on.
Yeah, true.
Do you think the Sun Devil would be pretty cool and pretty powerful?
In some cultures, yeah.
In sun cultures?
That's a good one.
What are you doing? Says Denji. Shooting the sunset because I hate sunburns, she says. That's Isa.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get sunburns from the sun setting. You get sunburns from the sun rising.
So she wants to prevent that, right? That's why she's getting rid of it.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Fujimoto doesn't. He gave up. He stopped trying about 101 chapters ago. Or 102. The first chapter was okay, right? Bucky? Remember Bucky?
Yep.
Reddit told us last week that Bucky was our number 1 guy. Remember?
Yep, because he's a devil. Yeah,
he was the something devil,
like
or he was one of the death devils or something, because he was a chicken, just like a bird, just like the emu.
Indeed. Yep.
God, we got continuity through these reviews now. Try and keep up. I bought us some grub at the convenience store. Oh my God, they're just talking back and forth a little. I got to change my voice. Aren't you broke? Did you steal that? Says Isa. Do you like in novels when they say said afterwards? It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
No, I bought it with a wallet I found on a dead body. That's appalling. Then don't eat it. And then she eats it, Alidari. It's pretty funny. Now, why did Denji feel the need, Alidari? How does Denji's ethical code, how is it structured? So you can't steal, but you can steal to not steal. But it's just, he's dead. Yep. Can you steal from a dead body, Alidari?
No, it was just lost. It wasn't stolen.
You probably legally can steal from a dead body, huh?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So you think grave robbing is just legal?
I have absolutely no idea.
Grave robbing is one of the worst crimes you could commit. It's very disrespectful to the dead.
That is true. I've seen Summertime Rendering, and that they do get offended by that for some reason. I don't know. It's a
Elite
very Japanese thing, I'm assuming.
No.
Mhm.
What, you think you're allowed to go and grave dive in the local cemetery over there in Western Australia where you live?
I don't know. Based on the anime I've seen, I feel like they are much more sensitive about dead bodies there for some reason. But
I
it
feel like
is what it is. I
people are
got no
pretty
idea.
sensitive about dead bodies just generally, Leary.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just because you aren't. You.
I hate dead bodies.
What do we call them? You ignorance?
That's me.
Elite ignorance, more like.
Anyway,
Ignorance,
also she
Ari, more
eats
like.
this thing and then she looks at she looks up. It's like crazy. And then she delivers a great line here. Convenience store food is full of toxic additives.
Was she tasting the toxic additives, or did she like what she ate and then she felt the need to put it down because she's a deeply negative person and a depressive? So then she had to talk herself out of liking something.
I think she just had a moment, which is like an Asa moment here, which is like,
Well, we
I'm
all
eating
know
something.
that.
I'm enjoying it, but also like, oh, I just realized I need to state like this fact that I know, but also I need to link it into my own perception of myself. It's like a very Asa thing to do, and it like fits nicely. I like it.
True. But we're more
It's
interested
very
in...
like starfish facts thing from the aquarium thing. We love it.
Only slightly. It's more like the sad stuff in chapter 1. You know, I love chapter 1.
Mm. You mean chapter 98, but yeah, okay.
Chapter 1 of Chainsaw Man Part 2, the separate manga, as we'll be treating it when I put it on my media checklist in a few weeks when it finishes. Then don't eat it, Denji says. Denji's always got the simple solutions. You know, he's just a silly man, Elitari, but she's an ethical woman, so she has to be hung up on the wider societal aspects because she feels some responsibility to life. It's a woman moment. I can eat it because I'm a toxic woman now. True. Women always be changing to just be like their boyfriends, and it's really annoying, Elitari. Except for mine, you know. She never does anything I want, Elitari.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Yep.
Cool, Denji says.
Anyway, this is a funny line. Yeah, I love it. We love it. She's a toxic woman now. Yeah, we love it. All right.
The alarm bells didn't go off in little Denji's head. There's nothing going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Ice is eating more. You were right, Denji. She's just trying to fill the silence, Leary. She doesn't like awkward silences. Mm-hmm. I should only do fun things. I don't have to think about the unpleasant things. And then Denji says, did I say that? You did, she says. Did Denji say that, Elitari? No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question.
Yeah,
Get an answer.
Okay. He absolutely did, yep. She even like says when he said it. It's crazy.
Oh, well, I don't remember. I read this chapter like this morning. During class, in the bath, before I fall asleep, just like Shinji for real, I used to always... Why does it say always look like that? I don't remember that.
Okay, wait. I think I misread this. Because, okay. For some reason, I thought she was saying, you told me this while I was in the bath. And I remember that chapter. I'm like, oh, you must have said it that chapter.
Oh, so Leary misremembering. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
No,
anyway,
she's just...
continue. I don't know. Basically, I don't know when he said it then.
This is just hashtag relatable, Leader. You're just sitting there in class, not paying attention. Now, we know you did, you fucking loser. You went to university or something pathetic. But you're just sitting there being like, man, I should kill myself right now. Life sucks. And you just be in the shower, take a long, hot shower, Leary, and you be thinking, I should kill myself right now. And then before you fall asleep, you're like, I'm very motivated to work right now. I really should get up, but I should also go to sleep because I have to be up in 4 hours. This is really bad. I'm always most motivated before I go to sleep. This is terrible. When I wake up in the morning, I'll be not motivated at all, and then it'll be 6 o'clock, and then I'll think the day is over. So then I won't do anything. I should kill myself.
Sometimes I think about things during class because I'm like, this is so boring. I feel like I'd do better if I was at home doing this.
True. Nobody knows anything about class here, Leary, except for CeeLo Pilled, who listens to us on his break. Think about that. Anyway, I don't remember us saying 3 A's over here. It's a little weird. I used to always be thinking about the bad things. Oh, and she does it again. Why is she saying it like this, Leary? I don't remember this. Is this a typo? Did they change it?
It's emphasis.
I know, but this doesn't seem like ICER emphasis. I don't know how I feel about this. I was always... What do you want to say, Leary?
She's always saying, you're saying it wrong. No, you're emphasizing it wrong. She's saying, I was always... That's what she's saying.
Oh, always. I like that one. I like that one. You should read it.
I was always pissed off at everyone for living normal lives while I was going through hell. Turns
True, they
out
all look
they
like
were
they're
just
just being
trying not to
normal.
think about it.
They just don't
Yeah.
understand me, Alidori.
But they do. She realized that they do, because turns out they're all
Yeah,
just
but then
trying
you
not to think
realize they
about it.
do, and it's even more boring. I hate people.
Yeah.
Turns out I misspoke, Alidori. You
That's
have to
okay.
read it.
That's okay. Keep
No.
going. I did read this already. Turns out they were just trying not to think about it.
Oh, true. They're just stupid. I was the smart one the whole time because I actually have to think about things. These normies, these NPCs, they just walk through life.
Mm-hmm.
Whistling, like that one guy in that Sopranos theoretical episode. You'll understand that soon, Aliri. Then Denji's looking over, and then Isa's eaten more. She's finished now, and then she gulps. What's Denji thinking in this moment?
What is he thinking? I don't know. He's probably just thinking,
That's
man,
really sad, man.
did I really say that? It's like, when did I say that thing? I don't remember. That's probably what he's thinking.
He's like, hand job, yeah.
Well, okay, the real question is, in this moment, is he thinking like seriously, or is he just like not really thinking much? I don't know. I feel like this is more of a probably not thinking that much kind of situation.
I feel like there definitely could be a moment later where he recalls this conversation and it touches her little heart.
It's also possible, yeah.
It is funny, and I did notice this time that she changes into Yoru here while they're doing shooty things. It is funny that he's like,
it's impressive.
Like the Isa stuff is the talking stuff, and the Yoru stuff is the funny, weird decapitation stuff. But like, Denji obviously likes both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gotta have a resolution of this at some point. I don't know. Remember, Reddit told us last week that Isa has always been the War Devil or something. So you gotta keep these things in mind when you're reading Alidori. Denji, join me for some post-meal exercise. Bang, bang. And this is where your head comes off, Alidori. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these Chainsaw Man people running the streets. You forget about this every week, Alidori, and I gotta remind you. Bang! And then one lands in the thingy, and they both are guffaring, Alidori.
Yep. I don't know what that means, but yep.
It means laughing, I think. And then they roll up on the great Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Devil. And he says, that one looks like a big shot, says Denji. Watch its head, says Isa. And then she tries to bang it. Sexy. But then, I think he dodges or something, and they're both shocked. That's a pretty good shocked face.
He pulls up his cloak and then reflects it. And
says, deflects it. I was about to say that because I just saw the next panel. How about you don't read ahead, idiot? And it does a triple bounce off a building and explodes some stuff, and they fall off their bike. Hey, youch, one of them says. And then there's debris falling everywhere. Should Chainsaw Man be riding a bicycle with a girl? Says Chainsaw Man. True, this is the bit we always like, or he's trying to do, you know the bit. Huh? Oh my god, we had to get it in for the episode, Alira. You proud? And then he's walking forward. Should the solitary warrior from hell be flirting with a girl? Good question, Alidori.
Yep.
And this next panel is where Alidori is going to apologize to me. Would you like to read it, Alidori?
That ain't my backstory, bub. What am I apologizing for?
Because that's a Wolverine reference, another great X-Men reference from the great Fujimoto, proving once and for all that the Fire Punch reference was a great X3 reference. Yeah! Woohoo!
I do remember someone saying bub, but I don't remember anything else. What is this scene? I don't remember this scene.
Well, no, that's just what X-Men says in the cartoons. He says bub at the end of all of his sentences, I think.
Okay, well, I can't comment then.
Oh, so Fujimoto's only seen the X-Men cartoon series, buddy, but that doesn't mean he's seen X3, is what you're supposed to say, Leary, and then I'm going to say, haha.
Wait, is this an X3?
No, well, I think he says it at one point in one of the movies, and everybody's like, oh, this is the one scene where he says the thing from the cartoon. I feel like I've seen a podcast say that once or twice.
Okay, interesting. I just wonder, like, what does he say? Is it in Japanese? Does he say bub? Like,
say bub.
Okay.
Oh,
maybe it's
Aliri with his Japanese elitism. Oh, yes, the first Reddit post is why does Wolverine always call people bub? So, you know, at least I was right about that part.
Lovely. It does sound familiar.
So you're going to apologize?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Why not?
Yeah. Wait, apologize about what specifically?
When you
The fire
mocked
punch
me in our
thing?
great fire
Because you're
punch
wrong about
discussion?
that.
No.
I am no step closer toward that at all. Not even a single step.
I was
But no, you're absolutely
100%
not right
correct.
about that. Maybe, yeah.
Now
maybe
they
not.
have some boring fight leader. He does a little jump over the thing. He cuts his arm off or something, and then he says he falls to the ground. And the fake saw man says, "Are you aware of the mistake you've made?" What a boring cliffhanger.
Okay. I mean, I disagree. No, this was good. I'm excited. I was actually, believe it or not, I was very excited to read this chapter. I was looking forward to it. I was like, oh, it's like 1 hour till Chainsaw Man. Oh, I'm so excited. And one similar again, I'm excited for the next chapter. This is probably some of the most exciting, like, oh, I'm anticipating the next chapter that's like, it's been like this for a while. So yeah.
I
I'm
had a
excited.
similar thought coming into this chapter. I remember realizing last night that Chainsaw Man came out tomorrow. I was like, man, the last few ones, they've been some funny stuff. And then I read this one and I was like, fucking Chainsaw Man sucks.
You know, someone out there listening right now, you should make a compilation when part 2 is ended of Kyle just stating his opinions. Like, oh, I love Chainsaw Man or Chainsaw Man sucks. And just do a nice tally. Like,
should this be
do a
Mr.
compilation,
Gems'
we can see
second, what do you call it, project?
No, you know what? We'll task CeeLo Pilled on this one. Okay, you gotta go back and count how many times.
No, CeeLo Pilled,
Tyler
don't
said
do it. Don't do it.
it's been
Okay,
good
this is a
versus
waste
bad.
of time.
Then we can see is Chainsaw Man good or bad based on the emphasis that Kyle.
I
puts on
can't
the
help my
overall rating and
feelings.
stuff.
Just this fake saw man. He's a big bore.
Very true.
Miller the Killer said he was the worst character design he'd ever seen or something. Did you read those yet, Alito? Should I get them up?
Get him up. I think I did read them. I think Miller said it was like a good chapter or something, right?
No,
Something like
he
that?
said
Am I
he said
crazy?
something
He never
about
wrote
how
that.
he obviously there's something funny about themes and how he's the only smart one.
Oh yes, he said. Okay, so for reference, Miller the Killer is this guy in the Discord.
I'll
server,
just
Kyle's
get to the
Discord.
point.
And I think I don't know when this was. The 11th. When was that? A few days ago.
Oh,
Maybe
you're gonna
just
read the
after
whole
last
thing
chapter
from
or
up
something?
there.
Well, do you need the context? Said living. What did he say? Where is this? Wait, what? What is he even linking?
He linked a Twitter thread where they were discussing what the theme of part 2 was.
Oh, I didn't even open it. Yeah, it was like theme. Okay, you know, you can explain this. Go ahead. You got this.
So whatever, I wasn't even going to read all this point, but he was just pointing out about how some hilarious replies here. No one knows. Any chapter now, it'll all click together, I'm sure. So what's happening here is that he is saying because the replies are all desperate for what the theme of part 2 is, that means it's bad because themes are good or something. He's assuming that, to get in the mindset of Miller the Killer, you got to assume a bunch of conclusions, Lyra. Can you believe it? Absolutely illogical, and I disavow it.
There's one more thing. He's also saying that like it's not going to have a theme. Like there'll be no consistent theme.
Yes, Alita, I was getting to that. You think I was finished?
Just clarifying.
When he says any chapter now, it'll click together, I'm sure. He's mocking a potential defender and what they will say. So he's not only putting you down, but he's checking your first defense here. And so what would be most likely to happen is you would get Miller the Killered, and you would what do you call it? You would concede the whole point and say that themes don't matter anyway. Because he's already positioned you.
No. First, you would say, no, Miller, you're wrong. And then you'd say, no, themes don't matter anyway. That's what you do.
Well, yeah, if you say that first bit, it's a bit of couching. You get some space between what he said and what you're going to say. We're experts in this field, Alita. You can't project our strengths and capabilities onto the average man here. Living with no regrets and guilts are the ones I picked up on early, but I have no idea where they've been for years now. Now, first of all, I'm always screaming at people who want there to be a theme in Chainsaw Man because they're fucking stupid, Alita. Because Chainsaw Man's too cool for a theme because it understands that you might come to, a conclusion, but then you'll just go back on it immediately because, that's what life's all about. That's emblematic of our great man Denji, He wants to do a thing, he loves a thing, he moves on. He goes back on his theme, and he just, at the end of the day, he just does what he likes to do, because, that's what you got to do. And he's going to be generally nice to people, because that's kind of what you do, because that kind of makes you feel good, The great Denji here, what a character. But then, a few days later, after this great chapter came out, Alita, Miller the Killer would return, and he would say, at least this chapter brought these back. Oh my god, it's not rocket science. Why is the parts Biggest hater, the only one who can pick up on themes. That's Miller the Killer putting himself over and saying we're big retards. But he's the smartest one, and because he can pick up on themes. Because he's had many arguments in the past with Elite RE, where he'll say something. Elite RE will say he likes something that Miller dislikes, and then Miller will throw the theme not being good at him. And Elite RE, instead of saying you're retarded, he will go, you know, I really hadn't considered that, Miller. It is possible that you're correct like that, because he's a fucking idiot and he doesn't understand the optics battle he's locked in and assumes good faith. What a moron this Elite RE is. But anyway, that's a reference to that. Also, fake Chainsaw Man is one of the worst character designs I've ever seen. So ugly and unappealing to look at. True. I love this guy.
Yep.
So what's your response to that second part of Leader? You don't get Miller the Killer now.
I would give the design of this fake Chainsaw Man, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. It's like better than, like, I guess average. It's like not that bad, not that good, I guess.
This is another Elite RE-ism where he won't commit to liking something he doesn't like just to spite an annoying person, which I will do every time. So, you know, that's why he's boring, and I have more subscribers. I do. You can't argue with that, Elite RE.
Maybe one day on Secondary ND, but not yet.
You know, I'm never going to upload another video, Elite RE. How do I stream again? It's time for Reddit, Elite RE, unless you got some shitty notes you got to go over.
I got no notes, nothing.
He's also getting lazy, chat. You notice that? Can you believe it? He was late today too.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting so that I can read all of this in a reread. And
true. One of these weeks, possibly when we get 2 weeks off. Like, I mean, or 2 weeks off would be amazing, but a week off, like we're probably gonna get this week. My fingers are crossed. We're going to Reddit now to find out. Elite RE will have reread the entire series in that period, and he will come back with conclusions.
Hey, whoa.
No doubt.
I'm not rereading part 1. My only part 2. Jesus.
Didn't I just say part 2?
You said the whole series. Oh my god. I mean, I might watch the anime.
This is a whole series. They're different series.
Right.
Now, Elite RE, the poll is back. 100 chapters later, oh my god, she was just gonna kill Chainsaw Man, but now she's gaffaring with him on a bicycle. What if I told you? Oh, Elite RE, it's another theory. These are my favoriteest things, Elite RE. Oh, it's got low votage, so it means there could be a lot of down votes, but the votes slightly prevailed. You never see that, Elite RE, huh? It's always either 1K upvotes for a theory or a lot of down votes.
Well, this just could be a recent post that came out like an hour ago or something.
No. This reflects society's general ills, where everybody's on the opposite ends of every debate, don't you think?
Maybe.
How do Isa Yoru keep changing outfits? Last true outfit
dead bodies everywhere. They picked up a wallet. Oh my goodness.
No. Somebody explain. Hey! I wasn't trying to do that. Can a person become a devil? Possible manga spoilers in the comments. I'm an anime. Oh. Okay, well, Quan Chi.
Well, what's the answer, Kyle? Can a person become a devil?
I don't know. Who cares? Spider Denji and Venom. Oh, it was. I thought maybe that was Asa. I don't want to downvote somebody's fan art, Elite RE, but you know, Reese, I see him. I want to downvote him. Why are all these posts like
stole it off Twitter
16 upvotes? Did Chainsaw Man fall off?
Whoa, look at that cool character design. Oh my god.
This one here?
No, upper post. No, one up.
Oh, this one.
Whoa,
sucks.
oh my god.
This one's good.
Yeah.
I can't downvote. It's only got 6 upvotes, Elite RE. That would be really mean. Oh, bingo card. Let's see what happened. Never give up on Naita Ko. Oh. It's not even cope in Elite RE, it's just true. You can't get to me by calling me a coper. I got copious amounts of cope. That wasn't very funny. Death summons Barim.
He's still alive, that is true.
But we don't know if he's a pawn or not.
True. Well.
They completely fail at the Abyss of Terror thing. Possible. Isa and Denji are looking for Fami. No. Cut back to Isa and Denji at the start of the chat. Oh, Elite RE. Yippee, we got one.
Oh, wow.
Isa and Denji run into Fake Soul Man and...
oh, my God.
They had us in the first half,
right.
Elite RE. Yoru tells Denji to go fight Fake Soul. I don't think she did that. Isa and Denji think Fami is death. Yoru doesn't recognize Fami. Fake Soul Man asks for Denji's signature. No, he was...
This is going terribly.
He was an anti-fan. Prophecy Law. Nope. Fami just goes back to preparing for the festival. That would be pretty funny. Someone heard them and starts telling people. That would be pretty funny. POV switch to public safety trying to deal with the apocalypse? Absolutely not. Fami asks Fake Saw if he's the real Chainsaw Man. Nope. Death brings out the Naita puppet. It's going to happen soon, don't worry. More primal devils appear. Pfft, that's never going to happen. There's only two, Falling and the much better Darkness Devil, who could beat up all of the characters we've ever seen with one flick of the finger, Elitari. Don't you forget it. What if he shows up one day and gets beaten, Elitari?
Well, we do know, like, if we believe Naita, then Fami is, or Death Devil is stronger than Darkness, because it's the
No,
devil
well, I
feared most of
don't.
all.
Naita's dead. She's a dumb bitch. And,
Mm-hmm.
that'll be our last Chainsaw Man chapter review. That's all I'm saying. Fami orders a bunch of other devils to do the same thing. Fami wasn't in this chapter, you fucking idiot. More Fake Saw Man show up. I guess that was kind of true, right?
That did happen, yeah.
Fami and Fake Saw date. They get arrested. Yoshida and / or Fumiko try to stop them. They try to get out of death. None of this happened. You guys are fucking stupid.
They got 2 out of, like, 16. Hold on.
And more Reese fan art. That
Or
basically
25.
sums up the state of this fucking fandom. If you very bad, Elitari. Destroyed all my hope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah.
Yay. Now's our chance. We gotta reread the whole thing.
Don't
Oh,
worry, I'll
boy.
be there, Elitari. Or I won't
Yep.
be this time next week.
True. That's what we should do. We should schedule the reread discussion to be next week on this day. This
But
time.
what about Karanoki Okai?
That's true.
The 29th? Jesus Christ. This year's going fast, Elitari. You want to kill yourself yet?
Nope.
We'll get you one day. Is it
Fire
just me?
punch.
Shut up. Is it just me, or does the first half of this chapter feel so fire punchy for some reason? No. Not even a little
By
bit.
the same author. They're probably I wonder if they
It
know
felt
that.
very Chainsaw Man-y to me. Do we have to do top and best, Elitari? Can we just go to controversial and fucking get this shit over with?
No, it's gonna be great. The funny reactions.
Oh,
Oh, that
this
was
one
us. That
pretty
was
funny.
us. Oh my god.
Yeah, I spit it back out and said, this sucks. Guys literally only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
She was cuddling him here. It was kind of cute. That was the only good thing in the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
One must imagine Denji and Ice are happy. That's funny. You know, that's like that one Greek thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Elitari? You don't even understand the great reference.
I have no idea what you're saying, but yeah.
Well, there's like a Greek thingy. I can't remember if it's a Greek mythology thing or a Greek philosophy thing, but it's like, you have to make the first assumption to be able to think. So the first assumption of life should be that Denji and Isa are happy, and everything must follow from there because we like it, basically. And I
Right.
think it's the Sisyphus thing where he's pushing a boulder up a hill, and you're like, you must imagine him happy to be able to live your life, because if not, he's just miserable pushing a boulder up his hill for his entire existence. And we assume positivity.
I think this is a reference to the "one does not simply" meme from like Lord of the
No.
Rings or something.
One must imagine. Oh, I've Googled it before. I'm a cheater. I don't even remember this.
Wait.
One must imagine
Jesus.
Sisyphus. Oh, this is because it was referenced in that Pokemon video that you refused to watch, Elitari. Is a quote by Albert. That doesn't sound like a Greek guy. I guess he's just referencing the Greek thingy over here, because this is a Greek guy, I think. Concluding his philosophical essay, The Myth of Sisyphus. It suggests that first of all, I was correct, Elitari. Apologize.
I mean, you might be correct. Yeah, it's possible.
It suggests that even in a seemingly absurd and pointless task, one can find meaning and happiness through the acceptance of the situation and a focus on the process itself rather than the outcome. That's basically what I said.
Well done.
I don't think that's what I said, Elitari. I think I was wrong.
You should reply to them and be like, "I understood that reference. It was a good one."
That's like a Reddit meme too, right?
Do you think anyone commented under it and be like, "Oh, you're referring to Sisyphus"? I don't think so.
I love Yoru, but I'm getting legit annoyed at how badly she's stealing Ice's life. That's a big problem. I hope my man Fake Saw gives them and Denji a wake-up call, because the current situation can't go on forever, but I feel by their own, they won't move on much except for Isa slowly accepting a more relaxed lifestyle and caring less about everyone's opinions, but also... What is this person on about, Elitari?
They're just like thinking about things.
Oh my god, I feel like this kind of misses the point. At this moment, Isa has given up on thinking about the bad stuff and only focused on having fun. She let Yoru take control. That's not even true either. Get me out of here. Oh my god, it's like a selfie.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to caption it. It's going to be really funny. Me, when I see something shocking, I am shocked. And then they got the little face here, Leary. That made you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my BF on our way to drive off a cliff. Oh, killing yourself. That's what I've been talking about this whole time, Leary.
Yep.
Ignorance is bliss message is still very apparent. True. Remember when Quan Chi had a whole monologue about ignorance being bliss, Leary?
True. We debated this at one point.
Yeah, I'm sure I was right. This is funny because Tatsuki Fujimoto's tweet is mostly recommending convenience store foods. Do you follow his Twitter, Leary?
I don't even know if he has a Twitter anymore. I know he got banned or something.
Why would he get banned?
Because I think he was like role playing as like his little sister or something. Or was that just a meme? I have no idea. I don't know the law.
Well, I don't know it either. Mods are too busy partying for 200 that they forgot 200 dropped. For reals.
Ah, that's a good meta
These
comment.
early Redditors are disgusting. They are so cute together. Controversial, Alito. Let's go. We also got a theory in the next tab. Let's not forget about it. Oh my goodness, that was so fast. Lamau, the power inconsistency. Puchita can't react to Yoru Bang, but Fake Saw Man can. Yet Fake Saw Man can't react to Denji? Question mark. Okay.
That's crazy.
You know Americans call this a period, Elitari?
Yep.
Should we punch him?
No.
Why not?
It's bad. Oops.
Violence is
Punched
bad.
my microphone by accident.
The bang just came from Yoru's fingers. She probably thinks this is true. When she shot Fake Saw Man, it was like a big bang.
Yep.
Lil bro. He got Lil broed. I should Lil bro Elitari more, huh? Come on, double down, because admitting you're wrong for apologizing is being rude. Oh my god, this is the original guy. Everybody shut the fuck up. We're reading this. Come on, double down, because admitting you're wrong for apologizing for being rude is people with basic critical thinking skills. True. Let's up. Oh my god, he did get beaten.
Yeah.
A crazy theory here. She can control how strong her shot was. True. Well, this is a battle of the intellectual titans, Elitari. All right, I'm invested again. Can we focus on Isa and Denji from now on? Everyone else sucks dick. Once again, from the purported Chainsaw Man Part 2 fan, there is no counter-argument.
Yep.
Puchita almost damn near died. Oh my god, it's another one!
Oh, people are mad. Oh, no.
Not even
Oh, no,
Miller
this
the
guy's
Killer was
happy.
mad about this.
No, look, we got an edit, a correction, so something's gone wrong.
Never mind,
my
chat, I
goodness.
mistakenly spread falsehood on the goat Puchita. Though some points may still be questioned, but one thing is clear. The attack I mentioned was not, in fact, the same attack Fake Saw Man parried. Case closed.
Oh, so this is a conclusion of that previous argument, apparently.
Poor Tomy over here is mad that he no longer has an ally in Doo-Doo Fart Night Craft.
I think he agreed, right? They're on the same page now.
Well, they weren't. No, now they're not, because of the edit.
I think the edit is saying that, oh, actually, I am on your side. It is because Yoru did a different attack in this one, right?
Yes, but
saying?
this guy was doubled down saying that it wasn't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying they were disagreeing with the second person. Okay, I understand.
No. Starting to nice is aha and her boobs, Elio. We're talking about boobs here, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She just stole some girl's
I didn't
bra.
notice. Maybe.
I literally do not get when she is Isa and when she is Yoru. True! What a great post!
Oh
what a great post!
This is crazy.
Are the eyes being drawn
Oh my
differently supposed to be
God. Oh,
intentional? Someone please explain.
Rick, oh my god, bro. How
Most
can you
illiterate
not-
Chainsaw Man fan.
This
Downvote?
is true.
How do you
Oh
get
my
this far
God.
into the series being able to tell the difference? Part 2 would be so confusing and unreadable. Downvote. Yes, lol. I stopped after the Penguins chapter and picked up right after the viral chapter. The hand jump chapter. I love
my
this guy.
God.
16 more
oh my
replies. She has the marks on her face. It's funny. This person's explaining. Yoru has the scars on her face. Okay, we don't need to read 17 messages.
You know what I'm so curious about? What would Miller say if he saw something like that comment and he like put it in the Discord?
He would
Would
say,
like,
yeah,
make fun of them? Would he?
Chainsaw Man's so hard to follow, even the Redditors can't figure it out. Chainsaw Man sucks.
Yeah, you're right. He actually would say that, yeah.
What are these square things with the buzz sound? Is that translators covering up the sound effects, or is there something else? I may suffer bad memory. That's sad.
Oh
I'm
God,
sad
bro,
right
what
now.
are they doing?
They are Japanese sound
Oh my
effects
God.
read as V. Like vroom, 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 vroom.
Yep.
That was a pretty good sound effect, huh, Leary? Should I be a
That
sound
was,
guy?
that was impressive.
Am
Yep.
I the only one that feels like Fujimoto is trying to show that Denji likes Yoru but is indifferent to Asa? That's a good explanation of what happened to Leary. Remember that face? That was an Asa face, but when he was with Yoru, he was having a laughing face.
Maybe. Who knows?
But
It's
also
not impossible.
Also, why is Asa being... I'm not going to do this fucking inflection every time there's a... What do you call those? A noun, Leary?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not what I was doing the whole time. It was just every few words, but is being pushed back every time they have fun. What are even her thoughts on the guy she said to like before is having fun with someone else using her body? This is some advanced NTR stuff. What's that mean, Alito?
I have no
Has
idea.
it got something to do with cucking?
And I don't know.
This guy.
Who is this? What?
To cheating in
Oh.
Japanese?
I've never heard that in my life, but okay.
This is some next level cheating.
Damn.
True. Hate to break it to you, I'm gonna hold your balls when I say this, but Isa and Yoru are the same person. Bunch of faces here. What would
That
you, how
is
would you
kinda
describe
true.
this emoji?
The shocked face.
But also, this is not true, right?
It's kind of true. Like they're pretty similar. They share a brain. Like they share feelings. I mean, share
No.
thoughts at least.
Yoru is a little bird, Alita. Are you fucking stupid?
Well, right now Yoru is like an essence. An essence that's inside us's brain, right? I think.
So is let me think. What's
Like
another
initially
good
she was an
person?
essence inside that owl, but now
So
she's like
is
inside this
the
body.
Nine-tailed fox and Naruto the same person? Got him.
That's
chat,
a
got
good
him,
question
chat,
for
got
someone
him,
who's
chat.
seen Naruto.
We just
Yeah.
fucking destroyed him. Did Fakesor Man just get a cape, or did he always have one? That's a pretty good
I'm pretty
question.
sure he always had one.
Throw stones at me, but I feel no chemistry between Denji and Asa anymore. GNG. What's that mean? Good night, gang?
God on God. I have no idea.
I think
don't
it's
know-
good night, gang. I don't
know.
even want to look it up.
Oh.
Get
Alright.
both of them tons therapy, please.
Mhm.
Do you think therapy would save them?
The invisible comment there. That was crazy.
Where's my Chainsaw Man hentai at? We'll upvote that. Chapter.
Wait,
We're
what
gonna
does
go
that
back
mean?
through these upvotes one day, Leo. It's gonna be fun. Chapter 200. And what's this?
It's so blurry. It looks like
I
I
can't
have no
see.
idea.
I finished in 30 seconds. True, that's what I was saying. That's why I was mad. And Before Fire is Pujita's last follower, Archangel. Does Pujita have followers?
Not that I know of. Well, I mean, he has fans, but
That was a suspiciously absent portion of the hierarchy from part 1. You think Archangel would be shortened at all? What does that mean?
I'm assuming this is talking about when they're kneeling outside of Makima's room.
True. I remember that. That was pretty cool. Oh, well, Wolverine in this bitch. What a great what a great post.
Wow, that is a good pose.
I may be a victim of reading comprehension, devil. Whenever Asa shoots something, is she ordering the Statue of Liberty to shoot a projectile all the way from America, or do they just energy blast? What a great question.
She just it is somewhat of a good question. I actually don't remember. I feel like she just shoots from her fingers, right? There's no way the Statue of Liberty's doing it.
Oh, snaps, I think I figured something out. Okay, so Yoru will return Asa's body once she defeats Chainsaw Man. I think Fakesor Man is a
Well, that's what she
loophole, and if...
said.
What's so sad, Leonardo?
No, that's what she said. Sorry, yes. I'm just
Oh.
reminding you that yes,
I
that
thought you
was
said,
stated.
that's so
also, yeah.
sad, hashtag. And if they defeat him, Yoru will be free to do whatever she wants, and Isa will be warned Denji about is without sharing Isa's minor emotions after getting powerful reason. It is impossible that Yoru is completely unhinged and that they as a family wants to all coming together.
She's never giving up that body. She's in love with Denji.
Yes, wait, she can't have sex with Denji when she's a bird. So, Itadori, what if I told you, ... This isn't Yoru. This is Death. Whoa, Itadori, this cool emu? Oh, Death's way cooler than Yoru, so maybe this is true, Itadori. I'm down for this one. Yoru and Isa don't make sense. They're not really a hybrid, and they're not really a fiend. I think this was Death awakening War shortly after Makima died. True, this is how they're the same person, Itadori. They're hot on this one, Itadori, and I like it. Since we know she directly opposed Death. Makima did. She did, Itadori?
She stated to want to eradicate Death.
Oh, that's cool. And Death's that cool family girl we know. That's pretty epic. Imagine if her and Makima are on screen together. That would be truly spectacular. Then Chainsaw Man Part 2 would be good for the first time. Perhaps Death orchestrated Asa's death to begin with. That makes sense, Itadori.
Well, yeah, that's probably pretty likely. That's actually interesting, isn't it? Because the reason that Asa died is because the Justice Devil, who is under Death's control, made a contract with the class president, who was pissed at Asa. So it does tie together. You could have a reveal where it's like, oh, Death was behind
the Justice Devil.
It's very possible.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah, the first. This is in your favorite chapter, chapter 98.
Yeah, but that stuff was boring at the end.
All right, true.
No, it was kind of cool that she was fucking her teacher, though. That was pretty epic.
Yeah, it is, and the delivery of it, like he was in love with you when he was having sex with me, or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Amanda and Sabrina. Yeah,
we love one of them. Now, either way, this is probably part of a domino effect that we are witnessing since the start of Part 2, or is a Puto bird. Whoa! They've got a name for our emu owl thing. This is crazy. This is the greatest post of all time. Looks like an owl.
Oh, it's an owl. Oh my god.
No, it's a Puto, Itadori, you fucking moron. Oh, look, it looks like it too. It's crazy. It's a scary looking owl. War scary. Do these birds go to war, Itadori? Are nocturnal insectivores that lack the bristles around the mouth found in true nightjars. They hunt from a perch like a screet. What are all these fucking names, Itadori? You think I know fucking owls? Hold on, let's hold on. War. Fujimoto's a fucking hack.
Conquest. Type in conquest.
No, that's Makima. As I should have looked up Death, Itadori. As stated in this thread posted 3 years back.
That's before
bird we see is likely a Puto.
Oh, okay.
If this fucking shit has been going on for 3 years, I'm gonna kill myself right now, Itadori. Tell me.
Well, hover over the 3-year thing. It should tell you, right? So not yet. It's getting there, though. It's getting there.
I've been doing the same shit for 7 years, Leary. I'm gonna kill myself.
Let's have a look. Chapter 98 came out on July 13th, 2022.
Did you find that by going to Secondary ENT and watching my great review right after it came out?
Absolutely not. I went to the wiki, and the wiki listed it.
Well, that's retarded. They are native to South America, nocturnal. They have membranes that allow them to see with their eyes closed. Whoa, Leary. So you got to be mindful when Yoru's eyes are closed. Large mouth to swallow prey whole and create and sound many compared to wailing spirits of the what, Leary?
The dead?
The dead. We're onto something here, Leary. Probably not. Owls are symbolic of the goddess of war, Athena. Oh, this guy knows everything. Why'd he delete his account? He's a genius. Athena. Hey, I'm looking here. Athena. Hey, I'm looking here. Oh, look. Something comes up when I Google it.
That looks
Owl of
nothing
Athena.
like Yoru.
Yeah, it's an owl, Leary. Shut your mouth. So it's Athena, and Athena's the god of death, I think. And also of Athens.
I don't know.
Is Athena the god of death? God of Oh, war, that's right. But isn't Kratos the god of war? She is not the god of war. What a lying idiot. I'm gonna downvote this post. I don't remember where it was. Anyway, I think we got the point here, Leary. It's probably Yoru, huh?
It's a bird. Yoru was a bird at some point.
With wisdom, warfare, and handicraft. What is handicraft, Leary?
It's like Minecraft. I don't know.
No, Minecraft doesn't have a god. Release party, Leary. You know, something.
Oh, it's the same post.
No, Leary. We fucking hate you and hope you die. I like to savor food.
Yep.
It's the war devil.
That's Fami. It's a reference. Yeah.
Oh, the death devil.
No, that's yeah.
You met me at a very strange time in my life. I don't understand these other images that are being referenced here. Theory?
It's the same as the Fight Club thing people have been going on about for ages.
I don't know anything about Fight Club, and I've never heard it in the context of Chainsaw Man, so I don't like you referencing that it's been happening for ages. Denji changed out of the trauma clothes. Personal growth and change is back on the menu. What a fucking idiot. This ain't happening, moron. Kill yourself. Tokyo is cooked.
Damn, it's animated.
It sure is.
That's crazy. Have we seen one before? That's wild.
Guys, it says couple. I repeat, it says couple. We won.
Hell yeah.
But she already gave him a hand job, so we already knew they were a couple. You don't want to see my evil side art dialogue.
That is true. It's great.
That's not true. That ain't my backstory, bub. True, true. Somebody's going to say, remember, Fujimoto has made many references to X-Men in the past, such as the Great Fire Punch, where they redid that scene from the Great X3, where he gets the big muscly guy in the armor uniform.
Wait.
And he does the thing.
Oh my god. Don't change it. Go back to that panel, like in the scroll down. Not that one. The one with the bub one. Oh, never mind. Okay, all good. I thought he had his chainsaws out, and it was a reference to the Wolverine like claws, but no, okay. Then
well, obviously,
like, oh, right.
Chainsaw Man's always been a reference to the claws. They come out of his arms. You fucking idiot. Controversial, Yuri. Then we can wrap things up, okay? You know, we can go. Acid Den is real again. That's Yoru, not us.
Oh, it rhymes.
Wait, I mean, we're upvoting and downvoting this one.
That's pretty
There's
funny.
nothing funny about that, Alidori. But the fight scenes have gotten so bad you can't even tell what the F is happening.
True, like My Hero
Welcome to
Academia.
manga. God, the art has really gone to shit. He's using silhouettes now. What the hell? Fujimoto needs help. It wasn't even a retort. Why did this one get upvoted and this one get downvoted? Unless this one's being perceived as sarcastic? I don't think so, though. Where's my fucking chapter? Link? Comment deleted by user. For a second, I thought it was Asa until I noticed that. Oh, it's the same one.
Jesus Christ.
Horror movie protagonists when they go into the supposed evil ass rape building, and it's in fact an evil ass rape building. There was no rape this chapter.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
Cut them some slack. Who could have predicted that? I posted this before the chapter. It's just funny. Well, then what was this guy referring to?
I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, we love Chainsaw Man.
Really strange.
We love Redditors. I thought this chapter would release like an hour ago like it usually does. Oh, because of the change in daylight savings, Alito. This is great. What a great post.
It did release at the same time.
Probably for me it was different or something, but I don't know. I wasn't checking at 1 a.m. like I did for like the first 2 weeks.
Like it came out as it always does. It was an hour early for me.
Liar. They looks so happy. True. I finished in 10 seconds. Why is the chapter so short? That's what I be saying. Me reading the chapter, Isa and Denji interaction beat up that fraud Denji. True.
What is this?
Why are these controversial?
Okay.
They are adorable. My booby James Dream. Fight Club theory strengthens. Alira, explain Fight Club to us.
Spoilers for Fight Club. For anyone listening, go leave. For Fight
it was
Club.
all in his
Spoilers,
mind
go
or
away.
something. Who cares?
Indeed, there were the guy who was the main character never existed, and it's in fact multiple people who share the same like brain, is like put different personalities and memories and stuff, and that's what this is. That there is no Asa, there is only Yoru.
And why would that strengthen this chapter?
That would be an excellent question for one of the great theorists on this subreddit. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Fake Saw gained aura. I do like this
That is true.
idea
Yeah.
because it's kind of well, at least I can interpret it as a kind of meta thing because the whole time it has been like they're kind of unified in something, or whenever a character has a split personality thing, it's kind of just like well, these just represent the two sides inside of any normal person when you think and you're torn between two ideas and you have these two things here. But we're going to literalize it because it'll be a funny little character thing. So if we go back and the twist is that it is actually just the same person the whole time and this is just like a weird fiction thing we're doing, then I like it. So when this happens, Elitari, and is revealed, unlike time travel, I don't want nobody pointing it in my face calling me an idiot because I'm going to like it.
I think it, I don't know. It could be done possibly well. The only issue is like it renders the beginning part where they're at the school so strange. It's like why is the War Devil at school? Like what's going on here? I guess like you could make it work. It is possible. It's just like you'd also have to reframe all of Us's backstory to be more like a devil kind of like technically like her mum died, but maybe it wasn't in the exact scenario that we saw, and like you could reframe it, but it's a lot of work and it's a lot of like you have to. There's a few ways to do it right.
Lazy,
not that many,
as
though.
we know, and he doesn't like work.
He could do it. Fujimoto's a good writer, but who knows? I guess we'll see.
Fake Soul Man didn't gain any aura. He sucks. Yoru
Wait, remember, there is the one... Fujimoto has made one blunder.
No.
Like, out of character blunder. Because everything else, I think, has been really good writing-wise. But there's one thing that he kind of didn't live up to. Like, the Gun Devil thing was great. Like, that was a great reveal. Everything has been really great. Except for the Denji backstory with his dad. That felt like it kind of came out of nowhere. It felt like a retroactive. We're trying to like explain something that was like set up, but it didn't feel quite set up. And I don't know. It felt like that was the one.
But then it was kind of referenced
vaguely
in Goodbye Eerie or something, or Look Back or something, wasn't it? And it was like, oh.
There was the door. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man door thing in Look Back. That is true. But yeah, the door. It's like it's a mystery that's like kind of built up this whole time, and you're waiting to see what it is. And it's like, oh, his dad killed his dad or something. I'm like, oh, was I meant to care about that? I don't know. But maybe that's only because I've read Chainsaw Man once. Maybe if you go back and reread it.
No, I remember thinking it both times, and I'm a genius. So don't worry, Leary, you must be correct. Isa is in the back seat once again. ... I'm trying to click here and get your fucking name out of my way.
Except it was Yoru.
I actually think this will be a character-focused arc for Denji and Asa. Like Fami and Fake Soul Man are specifically written to challenge their beliefs. Oh, that's some thematic stuff, Elitari. So Fami challenges... Which one, Elitari? I don't know. Probably Isa. Do they mean
Death Devil, or do they mean Famine Fami?
Oh, that's a great point.
They probably mean Death Devil.
But Fake Soul Man is like Denji being the superhero he was supposed to be at the end of part 1, and Denji saying, "You're gay. Fuck off." And then Fami says, "I just want to live so much that I have to kill everybody." And Isa's like, "I want to live so little that I'll have to save everybody." God, I'm good at themes.
Yeah, a little bit. That could work. By the way, this is a top 1% commenter. Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize that, but you are absolutely right. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I just proved it. One more comment, Elitari. I think they are merging, unless the Fight Club theory is real.
What does this even mean?
Yoru and Isa. They were two separate people, but now they're one person.
Wait, what did they say? The changes felt oddly weird. Oh, okay, I understand.
Wait, who?
They're just saying that it was like the comment under it.
I didn't see anything about changes. Oh.
Oh no, they said it was seamless. Wait, I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling that after this chapter. The change was all. Oh no, because the fact that there was no Yoru took over very quickly and it was like glossed over and stuff.
True, and in the first shot, you can only see the scar a little bit on the side, so some people might have got confused, Elitari. Like me. Absolute Simonamana, Isa plus Yoru plus Denji threesome confirmed. Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to, because there will be a moment in this chapter. What is this? There will be a moment in this that
was my YouTubers from my stream yesterday, Elitari.
Oh, okay, true. I needed to finish that. There's going to be a moment in this great manga where there's going to be Denji, and in front of him are going to be both of these two women, There's going to be Asa and there's going to be Yoru, and they're going to be actually there physically instantiated, so Denji
he's
can see
gotta
them both. The question
choose?
is, how is that going to happen? Yeah, but how is that going to be made reality? Do you think? Like,
Who
will
cares?
they?
The interesting part is who does he choose, and
Yeah.
does he just grab both of them and literally have a funny threesome?
Yeah,
Jag?
obviously he will choose both, and he'll say, "I choose both," and it'll be reference to both, like this part and part one where he like said the thing or something. It'll be like, "Oh, this is cool."
Oh, because he wanted all the bitches. True, when he was at the TV. Remember when Chainsaw Man was good?
Yeah. Well, no, I was referring to when he tells not Yoshida. Yeah, Yoshida. I'm so hungry right now. Oh my goodness. When he told Yoshida my brain is like, oh my god. What did he tell Yoshida?
That's
Yoshida
how
was like,
my
you can either
brain
choose
is
Naito or you can
without the
choose Chainsaw Man. And
adulatory.
he's like, I choose both. And it's like, oh my god. And then it was a reference to Fami or the Death Devil, because Fami also gave someone the choice, I think, and I don't remember what was going. I think it was like Asa got given the choice, and she chose like one of them, or I don't know. It's like a whole thing. It's like stuff going on with choices. That's actually probably going
Choice.
to be like a big thematic thing, isn't it? Now that I think
Choice is
about it.
bad. Remember that Fleabag monologue, Elitari?
Yeah, I remember that show, the one where she like looks at the camera, right?
The one where the robot from the Great Solo is the main character.
Right. Yep. Cool.
It's true. It's epic.
And the guy from Sherlock, the Moriarty actor's in it. Pretty cool.
Was he the priest?
No, I have no idea, but he's
That's
in
like
it,
the
and
only
he looks at
male
the camera
character.
once.
Unless he's an old guy.
No, he's a young guy, like in his 30s or 40s or something, and he
The
looks at the
priest.
camera. Maybe.
Oh yeah, the priest does look at the camera at one point, and it's crazy, Alita. He changes the whole show.
That guy's a good actor. He's in Black
How
Mirror
did he
too.
know
We
that
love
the
him.
camera was there? Only Fleabag knows that the camera is there.
True.
It's because they were meant to be.
All right.
Well, Alita, he's hungry. Should we fuck around a little bit? We'll make it to an hour if we go another 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, what else do we have to talk about Chainsaw Man? Are we gonna do the great reread soon? Oh my goodness, I'm so scared because it's like I would happily do it right now and then like talk about it next week. But then what if there's like another 30 chapters and then we like get in the same point? We're
What
like,
a
oh, I
waste,
need to reread again. I don't remember.
They'll announce when there's like 2 chapters to go, and that's when you can do it, all right?
That is true. They'll probably announce this is the final volume or something, right?
But what do you do? What if you reread it and you reread the second last chapter the day before the last chapter comes out, then the next day you read the chapter? For your media checklist, do you put reread or do you just put first read? Or do you get to put it twice and say reread, and then the next day when the last one comes out, have it not be a reread? So you reread it before you read it.
You just cut out?
You reread it before
you read it. Oh my god, I can see
it.
myself going up. Oh, okay, welcome back. All right, I just remembered something important, guys. On Twitter last week, I made a great poll. I said, will time travel be introduced in the remainder of Chainsaw Man Part 2?
I appreciated everybody's comments, making fun of Elite RE in the comments. That was great. We didn't call for comments this week, so there will be none.
I would say this poll result is kind of surprising. Firstly, it got 10 votes, which is kind of way more than I expected.
I voted.
And so 40% of people, 40%, said yes, time travel will be introduced in the remainder of Chainsaw Man Part 2. 60% said no. That's kind of crazy. The 40% kind of think that it could happen. That's like, I'm kind of impressed. I thought I was more of an outlier. But, yep.
There's
so thank
40%
you guys for
of all
voting on my
people are
side.
intelligent, according to Elite RE. This is crazy.
Yep.
60%, however. That's the 60% that voted for Donald Trump, huh?
I am not a fan of Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form, except for the fact that he can be funny sometimes, I guess. But yeah.
He said he wanted to get rid of the homegrown ones today, Elite RE. Were you mad about that?
I have not paid attention.
He's talking about the Mexicans.
Interesting.
We like Mexicans here, right, Elite RE?
I love all people equally, if they're good people, you know?
Just let it
is that it?
Just let it shit. No, I didn't click stop recording. We didn't say the thing yet. If you want to speed me up, you can just do it. Remember to watch our Last of Us reviews every week. Yay!
Guys, you just heard a sound. That was the low battery thing going off.
No,
we're almost down to the 50 seconds. It'll be 1 hour. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it's still streaming. I forgot. Let's get Elite RE the fuck out of here. Hey, it's the top one.
What else can we talk about? Um,
The Karanokyo Kai coming soon, Chainsaw Man in 2 weeks, Alidori will be uploading many videos on his second channel, he says. He's already got them ready to go. And make sure you
mhm.
watch my streams. They're just so spectacular. You can catch them whenever. Turn on notifications, pussy.
Yep. And see you in two. Oh my god, Blind Wave just uploaded a video. Okay, see you in 2 weeks for the next chapter.
Yeah, what else?
Oh, support links in the description below this video. Thanks.